everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me this week. So this week I'm going to be sharing what gives me meaning and purpose in my life. So if you're interested in finding out what gives me meaning and purpose in my life, then please keep on watching. So this week I'm going to be talking about what gives me meaning and purpose. And post-pandemic, I think we have all realized the importance and value of really looking after our both physical and mental well-being. During the pandemic, many of us were disconnected, and many of our students, I think, really suffered as well from not being in the classroom and not nurturing relationships and social interactions. So I think we are all familiar with that longitudinal study that Harvard did that spanned over 8-9 decades, where they tracked college graduates and what was the most important factor that actually led to happiness. And it wasn't anything to do with fame or wealth or IQ, but basically the key finding was nurturing relationships, close relationships. And so people that had close relationships tended to be much happier in their lives and live better quality lives. So for me, it's so important that I nurture my close relationships. I have a few close friends that I can really rely on that provide a wonderful support to me through the good times and the bad times. And we always connect while we're walking up the peak. Now, I'm based in Hong Kong and we have this beautiful peak walk. You might have seen photos of the greenery and the beautiful climb. And I nurture my relationships by connecting with nature as well. Connecting with nature can really nourish your well-being and nourish your soul. And a lot of research and studies suggest that connecting with nature can really contribute positively on a huge scale to one's emotional, physical, and social well-being. So I hope that you have an opportunity to nurture your close relationships and also to connect with nature, hopefully every day, every other day, at least once a week. The other factors that give me meaning and purpose are surrounding myself with positive people. And that doesn't mean that when my friends are down and they're not positive, I don't associate with them, but to try to foster that positive environment and to use that idea of emotional contagion, that if one person is positive, that can actually have a ripple effect with all of your friends. So try to surround yourself with positive people. And if your friends are down, you can be that source of positivity. Now, apparently, Charles Darwin was the first to suggest that emotions could be altered by facial muscles activity. And this concept is called facial feedback hypothesis. And he says the free expression by outward signs of emotion intensifies it. And so I think smiling more really helps contribute to my well-being. And basically, scientists found that the mere action of forming a smile with your facial muscles, even if you don't feel particularly positive or happy, can elicit positive emotions and lift your mood. So I think smiling is a really important tool that can contribute to our overall well-being. And the last point that I'm going to talk about that gives my life meaning and purpose is to perform acts of kindness. And they're random acts of kindness. So they could be for a stranger, they could be for a friend. But an act of kindness, I think, is when you devote your time and your energy and effort to somebody else and you expect nothing in return. And apparently, when we're kind, it has measurable impacts on our body on a physiological level. In addition to boosting those neurotransmitters in our brain, it can also reduce those levels of cortisol, that stress hormone. So there are a few things that give me meaning and purpose in my life. I would love to hear your thoughts about what gives you meaning and purpose in your life. Please feel free to put it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.